Radio Photo Exhibit Musical and Awards 2024. You are guaranteed an experience beyond compare. See you then.
You are listening to Iglesianicristo Radio, the voice of truth.
You're listening and watching to INCRadio. This time we'll be turning over to INCRadio Washington, D.C. for the next 30 minutes of our live broadcast. Good morning, Washington, D.C. Good morning, Sister Kathleen.
Good morning, Brother Jeff.
All right. And we'll be turning over po to INCRadio Washington, D.C.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us here on INCRadio Washington, D.C. Satellite Studio. The date is February 3, 2024, and the time is 8 a.m. Eastern Time. I am your host, Sister Kathy Ramirez, and I am joined today with my co-host, Brother Ivan. Good morning, Brother Ivan.
Good morning, everyone. How's it going?
Going well. I had my tea this morning to wake up. Are you done with your coffee?
Not yet. I'm switching to tea, Sister Kathy.
Oh, tea. That's good. What kind of tea?
Green tea, not black tea. That's a little too much caffeine.
Wow, very healthy. You're becoming a health nut. We've also got a fantastic guest this morning. You ready for it? It is Brother E.G. Kabotahe. Hi, Brother E.G.
Good morning po and everyone around.
This is a rare treat. We have Brother E.G. joining us. Have you ever been a guest on INCRadio before?
I think once, but I don't really remember it. So I'll count this as my first.
Yeah, we're going to make it your career now. Brother E.G. is a high school student at Gaithersburg High. He's a junior there, and he holds several offices within the local congregation of Gaithersburg. He is a local secretary, he's TSV, and he is the Binhi president. So thank you, Brother E.G., for your service to our local congregation. Brother Ivan?
Okay. All right. So let's start off. Get to know Brother E.G. a little bit. Get to know Sister Kathy a little. I'm just kidding. Y'all know Sister Kathy already, but we're going to play some icebreakers, football fun facts, okay? All right, so here's a few questions. What two sports did American football originate from? Oh, that's very interesting. Okay. So according to www.britannica.com, American football version of the sport of football that evolved from English rugby and soccer. And it's an association football. It differs from soccer chiefly in allowing players to touch, throw, and carry the ball with their hands. Okay. And it differs from rugby in allowing each side to control the ball in alternating possessions. This sport, playing with 11 on each side, originated in North America, primarily in the United States, where it eventually became the country's leading spectator sport. I think that the word touch is a little it's too soft. They can hit them.
It's definitely not touch. It's like tackle.
Yeah, you can tackle, put them on the ground. And then we got a couple more fun facts here for everyone. What decade was the first Super Bowl ever played? Any guesses? Anybody?
1970? What about you, Brother E.G.?
Maybe like mid 1960s. If 1970s close.
Okay, Brother E.G. is technically correct, but he gave a very broad answer. I mean, he gave it's within the decade. So it's the first Super Bowl was played on January 15th, right? 1967. So that's about like what, 18 days ago. So it was between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Interesting. And the Packers
Ooh.
won 35-10. Poor
Well, why is football done in the winter? It's so cold outside.
I have no idea.
Do you know, Brother AG?
All I know is that it's a fall season sport. So they start in this well, they start in the fall and it just runs all the way down through winter.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just a really long season sport.
I see.
Well, you know what I think is, I think I would rather play like really heavy football and like do something with a lot of exercise during the winter, because can you imagine playing football when it's 100 degrees outside? That's
That's true. That's
that's crazy. And we got one more. We got one more. What is this? Fun fact today. According to the NFL.com, right? Super Bowl 2024 is what is it number? It's LVIII. What's the breakdown of the Roman numerals? Do you know what? No, do you know this, brother EG?
Uh
I.
I don't I think I know the V and the I's, but not the L.
Okay, me neither. After it goes past the X, I'm done.
Yeah.
Well, according to a z-table.com, LVIII is a Roman numeral that represents the number 58 in Arabic numerals. It is composed of the Roman numerals L for 50, V for 5, and III, or three I's for 3. By combining these symbols, LVIII is formed, signifying 50 plus 5 plus 3 equals 58. That's a lot of math.
it's good. I'm glad we learned that.
Okay. Well, so those are just some fun facts, but let's go on ahead to our station promo. And we'll be back. Don't go away with these after these messages.
You are listening to Iglesia ni Cristo Radio, the voice of truth.
Are you ready to be part of an unprecedented, once in a lifetime, and never before seen event that is sure to etch its mark in history? Witness and relive real life accounts and chronicles of faith through a majestic parade of photographs. Watch and enjoy real life and poignant stories narrated through music and melody in our INCRadio. Meet the best of INCRadio who are committed in changing lives through God's words. This February 10, 2024, in celebration of the 55th anniversary of SEBC Incorporated and INCRadio DZEM 954, we cordially invite you to the INCRadio, the INCRadio Photo Exhibit, Musical and Awards 2024. You are guaranteed an experience beyond compare. See you then.
And welcome back to INC Radio Washington, D.C. Satellite Studio. We'd like to go ahead and say hello and good morning, especially to those who are joining us today through the YouTube live chat. All right, first up, our early bird is Sister Alexis Mira, and she's from the local congregation of Washington, D.C. Of course, Sister Grace Galarpe, one of our own. She's tuning in from Anne Arundel. Sister Kirsten Dumol, good morning. Sister Lina Castigliones, also from the local congregation of Gaithersburg. All eyes on you, Brother E.G. She's joining us. Good morning, Sister Lina. Brother Sidney Santos, our district minister, is here supporting us. Brother Danilo Yumol from the local congregation of Bowie. Brother Albert or Brother Abet Santos. He's saying good morning to Brother Sydney and Brother Richard. Amelia Salazar, Brother Alejandro Onate, Sister Len Dulay, Lots of people joining us today. Um, Brother Brian Torres is asking Brother Ivan and Sister GN, please come over to my watch. Uh, please come over to watch the game at my house. I have Korean barbecue grill now. You gonna take him up on his offer, Brother Ivan?
Maybe brother Brian. And I'll tell this to the I'll talk story later. But as long as you don't sleep in the middle of the Super Bowl again.
Putting you on the spot on air. Sister Lay Watley, good morning to you. Sister Amelia Salazar, she's saying good morning to Brother Abed and family. And Brother Audric Dulay. I think I've read everyone so far. Sister Sally Samortin, she is joining us from Babanwang, Isabela West. Cool. All right. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And Brother William Barrera, good morning. Please kiss your grandkids for us. They're beautiful. Okay. Let's pass it on to Brother Ivan to lead us in our main discussion, which is what is it?
Food for football. Okay, hopefully everybody's hungry. I am definitely hungry, but I'm excited for this topic. And you know what? I love the Super Bowl times just because I've only really ever been to two Super Bowl parties. Brother EG, I'm curious, how have you been in Super Bowl parties before?
Not many. I'm not really a fan of those really big Super Bowl parties. I like to
Oh,
keep it simple with the family.
yeah. I like to keep it simple too. So do you just do it usually with your immediate family? Any friends around? Like maybe just one or two?
Maybe with my family and a
Mhm,
couple of friends, but like all those big gigantic Super Bowl party. I mean, here really never needed one because
mhm.
Baltimore and the Washington Commanders can't make the Super Bowl, but
Oh, no.
brother,
They just
brother, you.
have not. They can.
Okay, brother, what's your favorite American football team?
even though I just talked down on them, the Baltimore Ravens.
The Baltimore Ravens and the Commanders. Are those your two favorite?
Yeah, the Commanders have been a little iffy though recently, so I'll just stick with the Ravens.
Okay, that is to all our viewers out there. Brother EG is in the local congregation Gaithersburg. If you want to have a chat with him, no, just kidding. How about you, Sister Kathy? I'm curious. Have you had a Super Bowl? Maybe hosted a Super Bowl before?
Yeah, yes, we have in the past, and we hope to continue. It's a little nerve wracking, but I hope that we can offer them enough refreshments to keep them entertained. You know, my favorite part of the Super Bowl really is the halftime.
Hmm.
That's
It's
what I watch for.
okay, yeah. I wonder who the halftime is gonna be here, like this year, this month.
Yeah, they're usually iconic. I believe it's Usher.
Sure.
Yeah,
I
I,
have no idea.
and I wonder how they come up with who's going to be performing, right?
Mhm.
It's likely not the younger crowd because I'm pretty sure some of them don't even know Usher. Like, right? He's like older.
Yeah. I think maybe like 16 and up probably know him. Below it's like maybe.
Yeah. If he didn't do a voiceover for any of the recent movies that the kids know, they're like, who's that? Who is he ushering?
Yeah, so yeah, for me, I don't really watch football to be honest. I've only ever been to two Super Bowl parties before. The very first time I had a Super Bowl party was when I first moved here to Washington D.C. And brother Brian Torres was actually the one who welcomed me with open arms, and it wasn't even really a party. It was it was just us two. We were watching the Super Bowl. Me, him, with our the couches right next to each other, and then we watched, and then in the middle of it, as I was watching and eating chicken wings, I hear snoring to my left, and I was like, I cannot believe it. So
You
he's
bored him. I think you bored him to sleep. That's your fault. Just kidding. Wait, well, do you eat throughout the game or do you like to get that over with before the game starts so you can focus?
For me, I eat throughout the entire thing. I have a black hole of a stomach, so I eat the beginning, the middle, the end, and then right when I get home. Right. So that kind of segues to our main topic today, right? Food for football. What are some of your foods that you recommend, brother EG, to have at a Super Bowl party? Maybe with friends and maybe even just with your family.
I mean, like I said, I like to keep it simple, basic. So you can't forget the pizza. Pizza is always an easy one. The chicken wings, the French fries. Can't have the can't not have the soda. The drinks. The drinks are important. And then desserts. You have brownies, cookies. All the simple finger foods I'd say are perfect for the Super Bowl. And then you have snacks like chips or other things like I don't know if people eat candy at a Super Bowl party. I don't think I have, but all the finger foods are I think are the best route to go. I think, I love rice. I think we all love rice. But I don't think rice is a good thing for a Super Bowl party. Just my opinion.
Unless
Okay.
it's the desserts, the kakanin, the sweet rice, I could
Yeah.
do that. Yeah.
Oh
But
yeah.
I was just thinking, Brother Ivan, what about a diabetic Super Bowl party? What would you serve, right? You could totally do cut up carrot and celery sticks and
Mhm,
dip. You can have like Sister Darlene's favorite, vegetable lumpia dipped in vinegar.
mhm.
I don't know how many people will attend your diabetic party, but it's definitely a good option.
I think, Sister Kathy, if you have health problems, you should probably bring your own food to the Super Bowl, right? You know what I mean? It's like
It's called BYOB,
bring your own
baon.
bond. To our English speaking guests, their bond, I think it's like bring your own like lunch type of
Yeah.
food, right? And just driving deep into that more, right? Like wings and pizza, you could be really creative with that, right? So you for chicken wings, I found that having a spicy flavor and like a mild flavor is a must because some people really love spicy, some people really don't like the spicy. So having two types would be good. And then I have a friend, she said that she puts sinigang mix into her wings, so it's like dry dust. You know how some people do like those Louisiana dry rubs,
That
right?
sounds
She puts
good.
sinigang mix and like other stuff in there, and it's like a sinigang chicken wing. I was
Who's
like,
this friend of yours?
It's Sister Yen Escaña, Sister Kathy, if you know.
Okay, credit where it's due. Let's try that next time.
Yes, yes. And then for pizza, I heard some people like pineapple on their pizza, for example, right? I think Sister Kathy, do you like pineapple on your pizza? No, she does. She's shaking her head
No,
vigorously.
maybe there are some foods that I've learned to eat when I'm really hungry, and then you get a taste of it, and you're like, I've been missing out so much. This stuff is so delicious, and it's just because your taste buds, everything's like so open to it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
We have a couple of comments online.
Yeah.
Brother Brian says, I promise I won't sleep this time. Food coma, bro, he said. I think he wants you to commit on air, Brother Ivan. Uh, we also have Brother Brian saying, Commanders already have 3 champs. We'd like to give others a chance. Ha ha ha. Brother Audric says, I like teams whose team name is a bird or a four-footed animal.
Because I think Brother Audric's from Seattle, so he likes the Seahawks.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Well, why is it four-footed animal?
I have no idea. Brother
Who's a
Eugino?
what's a four-footed animal team name, Brother EG?
A four-footed animal team. I don't really know off the top of
Is
my
that
head.
is there a Broncos
Oh yeah,
and
there's the
Colts?
Broncos, Denver Broncos, and then I don't know the Colts name, but yeah, there is a Broncos and a Colts.
Uh-huh. Okay. I think we have more recommendations. pizza, wings, kare-kare, and
Oh,
lumpia, crispy pata, lechon kawali, ice cream too. Guess who recommended all of these things? And he's serving them up at your party, brother Ivan. He even said we can have. He said we can have Vietnamese vegetable spring rolls too if you want.
right. Yeah, yeah. All of those are football teams, right? It's like the is it the Seattle Seahawks, and then the where are the Colts, Colts? Where are they? Where are they?
Is it Indianapolis?
Indianapolis.
Or
Yeah. I
I
wonder.
know it was gosh, I'm not even gonna try. But brother Audric is like Huskies, Huskies, and what else? Yeah, and Ravens, of course.
Yeah, so you know those are really interesting. Whoever I forgot who gave those last more exotic food ones, right? So like they put lumpia and I think like crispy pata in there. So like crispy pata, to some of our viewers who don't know what that is, it's the pork feet almost, and then it's all chopped up and you fry it and it's delicious if you do it correctly, like the crispy outside and really soft inside. So those are just some like really creative foods for football. I can't really think of other ones other than just like regular dinner food. Like for me, I'm open to eating regular dinner food with rice. I know Brother EG's like, nah, no, no rice. But you know, I'll eat anything to be honest. If somebody serves pho, the Vietnamese pho bowl or ramen, I'll eat it. Anything is on there, I will bring.
That is a great idea. Having a bowl of noodles while you're watching TV, nothing beats that.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if it's a little cold outside. Oh yeah. Oh, that brings me to the idea, right? Like all of this stuff that you could grill. So I don't know if you want to be a little bit more, you know, with the money, I guess, right? You can do like some sort of steak with like chimichurri, right? And then maybe like shrimp you put on a grill, put it on some on sticks, put some butter on it, call it a day. So you know, like having all of that stuff that you can grill, it's almost a little bit quicker versus like baking and doing that sort of stuff. And sometimes you can also do burgers too. It's a little chilly outside right now in DC, but you know, it's really great food for grilling.
That is nice.
Yeah.
Simple but delicious, and it's not overwhelming. When you have a lot of food out on the spread, it's like, where do I start? And I want to taste all of it. And you're like, at the end of it, you get umai. Do you know what umai means?
No, what does that mean, Sizakadzi?
Umai is when you get tired of the food, like you suddenly reach your limit and you feel almost like sick.
Oh yes, that's true. That's true. And it's it happens a lot, especially when for me when there's like a bunch of oily foods.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, like give me a some sort of something sweet or maybe like a fruit or something like that. Right.
Or a defibrillator.
Defibrillate.
Brother EG, I wanted to ask Brother EG, do you play any football?
Only for fun, especially during the Thanksgiving times.
And what position do you play?
I either the quarterback or the receiver. I can't I'm not big enough to play the safety or tackle anybody. I can just run. Run or throw is my specialty.
So those are like high profile positions, the receiver and the quarterback.
Yeah, I think they're pretty important. But if we're talking on like a big team or like a real team on a real football team, I think a good team consists of a good coaching staff and also good, not just good players, but good players who know how to play their role.
Yeah, definitely. How many coaching staff to a team? Do you know?
Um, Not off the top of my head, but I
It's
know there's a
several.
lot in football. I know there's a lot.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. Okay, so we've got more. Oh, Brother Audric says also the Oregon Ducks.
The
Are they a
Oregon
football
Ducks.
team?
They're
That's
a college football team.
Okay. Sister Grace is talking about ceviche. You know what that
Oh,
is?
interesting.
It's
Can you describe
almost
that?
it's almost like a poke bowl. So it's what is it? It's vinegar, lemon juice with uncooked fish and shrimp. And so those juices and acids are the ones that cook the meat.
Interesting. Yeah, I think that's some very interesting, like is there any other ideas coming in, Sister Kathy, for food for football?
Sisig, yeah, sisig and butterfly shrimp. Brother PB Cruz is talking about butterfly shrimp. That sounds good. Oh, Brother Brian says I play tight end in flag football. What's tight end?
Tight end is if you know your Chiefs, that's Travis Kelsey's position. That's everyone's favorite Taylor Swift's boyfriend's.
Oh, there you go. Just had to go there. Yeah, so I've heard about that player, and now that I know the position, I'm gonna pay attention. I bet I can guess your number when you're playing on the court, Brother EG.
It's different from those.
Okay, you're not 14.
Not or in any other sport. I like to play 8.
Aha. Okay, for your 8 fingers. Just kidding. I think we're quickly running out of time. So what's next, Brother Ivan?
All right, we have our CFO in action, or our unstoppable highlights. Let's check out our recent district activities.
Brethren supported the first evangelical mission of the year last Saturday in a rented hall in Gaithersburg, Maryland. Guests were all smiles and listening to the words of God, which was followed by light refreshments and socializing. It isn't hard to share our faith because we care for those whom we invite. Let's keep working to invite people to listen to INC Radio, read the God's Message magazine, or incmedia.org to listen to a Bible study and attend worship service with us.
And here are the upcoming events in our district. On Saturday, February 10, 2024 at 1 p.m., a district officers general meeting. Sunday, February 11, 2024 at 5 p.m. in Temple Hills. It is the Society of Communicators and Networkers, SCAN, and Christian Media Dental Paramedical Society, or CMDPS. They have a special gathering at 6 p.m. Grand Eyeball. Is that a typo? Or is that actually, it's called Grand Eyeball?
Yeah, typo. I think that's where we will clarify at your local congregations.
Yes, please do.
Okay, so as we're winding down to a close here, thank you to Brother EG for joining us today. But before we go, let's check out what's happening here on INC Radio Washington, D.C. next week.
What is INC Radio? In commemoration of Subsea's 55th anniversary, join INC Radio Washington, D.C. this Saturday, February 10, 2024, as we talk about what INC Radio is to us and to you. Subscribe and stay unstoppable.
Okay, well, don't forget to tune in to INC Radio Washington, D.C. next week, 8 a.m. in the morning. And thank you to everybody who's been involved with this program today. For their unstoppable support, we'd like to thank our INC Radio Washington, D.C. family for supporting our broadcast, especially to our district minister, Brother Sidney Santos, our station manager, Brother Arnel Solana, our Subsea president, Brother Angelo Manalo, and of course, a special greeting to our executive minister of the INC, or the Iglesianicristo, or Church of Christ, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. Thank you so much to everyone for tuning in into INC Radio, Washington, D.C. Satellite Studio. Stay unstoppable. Bye, everyone. Bye.
Are you ready to be part of an unprecedented, once-in-a-lifetime, and never-before-seen event that is sure to etch its mark in history? Witness and relive real-life accounts and chronicles of faith through a majestic parade of photographs.